Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful and creative day. Today is going to be the start of the Red Series journals, and hopefully you saw the freebie with the red papers. If you haven't, it's in my Ko-fi account. Link is in the description. So I have glued it and sewn with a zigzag, probably easier to see on this side, zigzag stitch, the fabric journal. And for the color series that I've done so far, I've always had a fabric journal and then a second corresponding journal, different type kind of deal. So last month I did the orange journal. If you saw that, you will recall I did the Go Dog Go with the spiral bound books, and it was going to be a choice between Go Dog Go and the flower book. So when I was trying to figure out what to go with this journal, I pulled my papers out and for the reds, and I had a whole bunch of these that I had pulled out of red flowers. I'm like, wow, that is just an awful lot to go in here. I would put one probably in here, but I thought, well, probably a perfect time to do the flower book because this is where they came out of. So I found my flower book. I do have pages left still in here that I hadn't pulled out, that I had deconstructed. I forgot I had that in there. And so I was thinking companion to the red is going to be the flower one. It kind of just makes sense, right? So I always thought this flower journal was going to be a little bit more intense because there's so many things that you can do with flowers that I was going to kind of do it as a standalone journal. But what I'm thinking now is this flower journal is going to be the companion for this red one and probably the purple journal. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. So this might be part of 2 months of just doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I have pulled together papers for the red journal that I had pulled out, as well as things for flowers. Let me get these out of the way for now. And I have a ton. So I was thinking that the flower journal might be a 3 signature journal, so that I would probably have to disassemble this, cut this out and make a fabric spine or something. So that's kind of how this journal is going to be different from other ones, because I've always tried to do a different technique that maybe I've not done before with the second journal. Since I've done a ton of fabric journals, but the second one is always trying to be a little bit different. So I'm thinking it's going to be a 3. So I've done a hidden spine before, so I might not do that. So I'm thinking I'll do a fabric flexible spine, but I haven't quite landed on it yet because I want to put the signatures together to see how big it is before I create this actual spine for this journal. So with that said, I figured today I'd go through and sort these and figure out what's going to go with which journal. The fabric one is a definite 1 signature. It's always what it ends up being, about 15 pages. So all right, so I'm going to sort it by flower journal, fabric journal, and then we'll see how many we have for the flower journal and then decide how many signatures. I mean, I might end up with 4 or 5 signatures. Who knows? I got quite a lot of stuff here. But obviously these are obviously going to go with the flower journal. I mean, I could stick 1, 2, I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could stick 1 in the other journal. It depends on what we have and ends up coming, because I do have flowers in that one. As well, mostly, I think I had poppies in the one freebie. I don't think I have any poppies here. Do I? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so obviously that's flower, flower. And then I went through and I tried to, when I was thinking about this, I was pulling out 3s because I thought 3 was a good signature. So this is from a book I have, and they all say July, because it's July. I have 3 of those. I have this Reader's Digest book that has flowers that I can always either cut it down or do a fold or a pocket or something, or maybe even just split this up and do, but I pulled 3 of those, right? Yep, I pulled 3 of those. And then I got this one, which is a little bit bigger florals. They are great to add stuff to. 3 of those. All right, I pulled 3 musics. Probably should have found 4 to put in the other one, but we'll see how we go. I got these. These are huge. Probably have to fold these down. 3 of those. As you can see why I thought this flower journal is going to be huge. I have this one, which I just love, this Secrets of Devon Wood book. I am at the last bit of pages. I thought I pulled them more than one. Yep, there they are. I got that one with the sort of pinkish red flowers. I got this one with the red woodpecker and some mushrooms, and this had the red mushrooms, which I thought was perfect. A creepy spider, which I could cover up. I only pulled one out of my Edith Holden book. It said July, so this might actually go into the other one. So we'll pull that to the side. And I got 3. This is from a Victorian photo album. These pages go sideways, so I have 3 of those. And then I have these. These are from a children's book, and this had farm stuff on it, which I thought could be kind of fun for the fabric one. So I'm going to put those 2 for the fabric. And then I got my digitals. So I'll pull these to the side and see what else I have that's non-digital and see where those need to go. Okay, this is a digital that I actually a while ago took 2 pieces together and sewn it. It's 2 separate digitals, and I sewed it so that can go in there. This definitely looks flowery. So I'm looking for stuff for Bricks and Farm, and this feels like 2 digitals that I glued together. Pretty thick. This is a pocket. Put that in that journal. Okay, I've got these, which are invoices. How many did I pull out? 1, 2, 3. I pulled out 3, so that's that journal. I got these. Green could be fun with the painty paper. I'll put with that one. I could probably pull another one out for one of those. These are more aged. These are more flowery, kind of more bricky. Most of these that are, and I haven't really been showing them, they have digitals printed on the inside of them, but they were scrapbook paper that I cut 12 by 12 that I cut down to 8.5 by 11 and ran through the printer. I like that with that one. You look kind of bright and florally. A little doily on the inside. Could probably find another for this if I wanted to with the floral and letters. I think I'm gonna put the letters there. These were big advertisements I found, and I thought that was great, and it said florist. But it would be huge for that book, but I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to get it in there. Here is just some more red. Again, I think I just want to figure out a way to maybe get it into the floral books. Oh, this is part of that Devon Wood, but it's kind of generic-y. I could kind of fold it this way. Go there. Strawberries gotta go. With the fabric book, and I got some Tim Holtz backdrops, floral. Not sure why I pulled that one out. The people in the red and the orange. I'll keep it with the fabric for now and see how that goes, how that rolls. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that I could stick with that. Okay. I mean, the cow on the farm, I think that's a good one. This one probably not. And this one. So I'll put this aside for now and that's aside. All right, let's count how many pages I have here that I want to put into the fabric one, and there's way too much. Definitely 2, 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll save this Tim Holtz for another journey. And I think these can go. See how those go in there. All right, so for the center page of this one, I think I definitely want this because it's cute. And for the outside, it's going to be that. And all right, let's go with that. You're going to be the outside. Okay, we're going to go with the rest of the digitals, and then we'll put in between the non-digital stuff. All right, so we got that one, and you appear to be upside down. Yeah, yours go that way. Okay. Good thing to check. Good thing to check. All right, you're going to go there. There. Again, there's going to be stuff going in between it, so it's not really totally next to each other. You can go there. Got the last digital. Oh no, I got this one. And the center. Right. Oh, I have this digital. Go between there. All right, so I have strawberries, cow, July, paper, this one, and green and paper. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put something between each digital, and I think the cow and the calf would look cute there. Let's go there. And this one. I think I like that. A little bit of green. Fairy can stick out. All right, you. No, I don't like you. I think I want the strawberries. It has some other fruits on there, but it's a little bit bigger. This I do not mind a July to stick in there with the bricks showing. Painty paper, very nice. I like you. I think this was just a splotch, a splatter off. I don't even know if I can't remember if I did that on purpose. And not a fan of that. So what can I move farther back? I think I like that one better, and I do not mind that there. Still show the fairy with the colors. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. I'm not sure if I have to trim any of this down. I haven't folded the book yet. Let's see if we can. I glued it and sewed it this just about half an hour ago, so I think it's probably dry enough. I'll probably end up putting book corners on here also before all is said and done. Because there's little bits of fabric sticking out. Okay, I think you're pretty well folded. All right, it looks like the children's book needs to be cut down a little, and I think I'll be okay with that. Let's see if I can just cut it down so that the words aren't cut off. See if that's enough. And if not, I have another thought on doing the center. That'll work. Yeah, I don't mind that. What I could have done is, and I've done it before with things like this, is cut this center part out and just re-tape it with some washi tape, because then it becomes that much smaller. I think I might do that. It's pretty close to sticking out, so let's do that. I think that's the only one. Everything else is really, really far in. So let us take care of this. All right, I'm going to fold it like that. I'm going to washi tape it down, and then I'm going to trim the back. And let's see. Here, a nice thick one. Black I think will work because it is going to be hidden in the shadows and kind of neutral. And I don't know if I've used this one before. I don't think I have. Whoops. All right. It ripped where I had caught it. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. Since this is wider, I'm going to put some glue on here just to make it probably should have cut this first. I'm gonna glue over it. It's gonna be a little thicker of a spine, but I think it'll be okay. It's pretty thin paper, so it's not really gonna take up too much bulk. Okay, we're gonna line it up and find my little scissors. There you are. I think that is pretty good. I think that'll work. It's a shame that I cut that first part off. Didn't have to after doing this, but it is what it is, right? All right, you were between you two. All right, and not too tall or short either, and beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to sew it in on camera because you've seen it before. If you need to see it, I have a ton of them on there. I'm just going to do a regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch on there and call that one done. All right, let's see if we can sort those and figure out how many signatures we're going to have with that. I'll be right back with those. Okay, I'm going to start out with the thought of 3 signatures. So the things that I have 3 from, I'm just going to randomly separate, and then I'll go through the things that I have only 1 of or 2 of, and then we'll figure them out. So I put the sort of the digitals near the bottom, but that's about all I've done. So I did add 1 more of these light brown papers. So I only had 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, And then the colored papers, 1, 2, 3. Oops, the digitals. Your signal. And we got 3 of those Victorians. And we got 3 of those Devon's Woods. And we have 3 of these. Have to figure out how to fold those. I've got 3 musics and 3 of these flowers and 3 of those. 3 of those. All right, you're separate. All right, so I've got, what did I say, 5 or 6 of these. So I'll figure out the ones I want the most. I really like that one. I really like that one, and I think I like that one. So I do have 3 more for if I need to add extra and or future projects. All right, digital, digital, digital. You only have 1 of you. Okay, I do have 3 Tim Holtz. That'll be folded, folded, and not. And I do have 3 of these advertising pieces. Really want to figure out how to get that one. Your big solid. Oh, I got 2 of you. And digital and digital. Okay. All right, so I have, should probably find 1 more of those. All right, I found this one. It is green, but I do have a lot of red and green going in both of these. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a green one. This kind of reminded me of trellises, which is kind of florally. So red, red, red. Okay, now for digitals, this book really is mostly non-digital stuff from what I can tell here, which I'm kind of surprised on, but okay. You are a definite with circles and flowers, circles and circles. You have Bayesian side, you have Bayesian side, and you have Bayesian side. Wonderful. Okay, so you have floral and are painted. You have floral and sewn, and you are there. This I have to, I thought this was going to end up printing bigger on the inside, and it didn't, but I could always probably maybe put some washi tape on there, or ink or something, but I think washi tape would be fun. All right, so I have this, and this, which is definitely florally, and this, which is just kind of bizarrely weird. So I think I want to find a couple more floral pages that are similar to that maybe, but okay. You're going to go with that one. I think you're going to go with that one. You're going to go with this one. Okay, let's see how many pages we got. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, some of them are tiny thin, but I think they'll be okay. Let's see if this one also, if this is 16, that does too, because I'm pretty sure I went evenly. Yep, okay. 16, 16, 16. Three signatures. I think I can live with that. So I think that'll be a good amount to do. All right, I'm gonna put together one of these signatures, and we'll see how far we get on that. But I'll probably do the same theory on how I do the one as I do the other ones. Let's do that one, because that's got, this has got the floors. Yeah, okay, we'll do that one first. And then we'll come back and do those pretty much the same way. All right, so I was thinking, most of these are small, but this book is actually kind of short. So it's not, I am not upset that there's not a lot of digitals in here because it is a shorter book than most digitals are. I mean, that really is just exactly how tall it should be. So, yeah, they're okay. Okay, so I don't know. Well, obviously you're gonna fit. You came from the book. Okay, you are definitely, oh, you just make it. Okay. You are too tall, you are too tall, you are too tall. You are probably slightly too tall. Yep, the rest are okay. You are the ones that are just, because this one is the height that I want it to be at the most. So that is not sticking above or beyond the book cover. Okay. Now some of these are easily chopped down, but some of these I might have to make some folds on. Yeah, so you can be easily chopped down. I'm just gonna take beautiful. All right, you. I don't think I mind the words going away, so let's get rid of those. And we will get rid of the top. Beautiful. Okay, probably cut a little more off than I needed to, but that is okay. All right, so this guy is just a bit, yeah. So I might not put him in here. I might have to find something else, because if I chop I can chop the bottom off, but then the paper is gonna be open. So I think I'm gonna find a replacement for this. All right, I do have some single ones that are similar that I haven't cut down. So let's go with this one. I'm not gonna sew it together, but what I am gonna do is straighten it because it wasn't folded very good. Okay, just needs a little bit chopped off. This is how I normally cut my digitals, is I'll fold them in half and then cut them. It makes it easier to make sure they're straight. Yep, that'll work. Okay, now you, I think I can just cut a little off the bottom, and you are perfect now, beautiful. And this one is kind of big. I'm gonna cut up to the words on this one, and you are wonderful now. And this is what I'm going to do on the other ones too, is I'll just go through and line them up and figure out what needs to be cut. And just gonna cut a little bit off of each end so it's still centered-ish. Just a hair more. I could have cut the whole thing off the bottom or top, but then I thought it would look a little too top heavy. Yep, that's good. Yep, you're beautiful. All right, the hardest one. I really want that word florist in there. And if I cut the bottom words off, whatever that says would be on the top. But because I can't really cut the top words off because those little droops are going to be in there, but I can cut the bottom off. So I mean, I could fold it up and make, but if I fold it up, it's going to cover the word. No, I'm not going to fold it up. If I wasn't worried about the word, I would fold it up and make pockets, but I want to see that word. Beautiful. Okay, now for the sides, make sure I'm not cutting the center. All of a sudden I had this fear I'm cutting down the center, but beautiful. All right, so there is a page. I love it. Green and red. I love it. All right. I might save you for a tag. With the flower, not you. Might save you for a tag. Tuck that in the pocket of the red. Okay. Now, for this guy, did I check he's a little wide. Okay, I missed that one. I think I'm okay with chopping that down. Yep, beautiful. All right, one last test. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I forgot about these. They're all good. This guy, which goes this way. Because I don't want to cut it because there's flowers over there. So I'm thinking actually you could be cut a little bit and still look good. You would still look good. You would still look good. I think I will cut this one. I might have to decide on the other ones if I want to do a fold and a flap out or a cut. I still might do a flap out. I don't have any flip outs. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. I want to add some sort of paper there and cover it with something so it becomes a flip out. That'll still show. Same with this. I might end up turning it in that way. Yeah, okay. Because you are not too wide. Beautiful. Yep, I love it. Okay, so for this, I think I might do something like this for the center so I can read it completely. Now I'm not sure if the other two signatures are going to go the same, because the advertisement pieces, I'm not sure if they needed to go fully across, but this one is definitely a center. And then for the outside, I think it needs a screen floral. And that would be the back, and I could cover that up. Okay. Floral, not floral. Floral, not floral. And floral. I mean, it is florally, but not totally floral. Ooh, that would look nice next to there. Not floral. That looks nice next to that. Upside down. That looks nice next to that. Floral. Not floral. Floral. Alright, I'm pretty sure I had a couple not florals stuck in here somewhere. Nope, don't like it there. I think this needs to be between two higher pages. That would be you two. Yep, that's good. All right, and center. Wunderbar. All right, so that would be the first signature. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick flip through of this as a theory, and I'll do the other two off camera, and I'll make another video when I put this all together. They'll be in the next video, and I will do a flip through of all three of them before I put them into the signature. But yeah, this will be good. I'll be able to cover this up with something pretty and green, and nice writing space even with that. Those can be, yep, I like that next to that. That really looks good. I'll play with those and center them or put them higher or lower. Yep. Nice and simple, nice and easy. I'll have to play with ups and downs with this. And you are a cute center. July. Wow. Cover that up with something. That looks nice next to that. I don't mind that. Yep, I like that. Wonderful. We'll flip out there. Ooh, that looks nice there. Surprising sometimes when it comes through that when you finally see it, you're like, oh, that looks nice there, and I didn't even plan it. I like that green with that. That's pretty. And that'll be the back, and I'll cover that with something. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me while I try to figure out what signatures and how to go with what. And again, stay tuned for future videos to see how the other two signatures turn out, as well as how I decide to do the binding on that. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so you get notified when those videos come up, as well as click the bell, because I found out that even if you're subscribed, a lot of times the videos just don't pop up. I found that with people I follow, is I'm subscribed to them, but I haven't hit the bell. So not all their videos show up. It's just what YouTube decides they think is important. And they're not always right. Just saying. All right, and a thumbs up would be awesome if you like the video, and hopefully you're excited to see where the rest of these red journals go through. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by, and as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.